everyone, I'm back with a new story, The God with the Head of a Horse. In his quest of eternal life, Hayagriva, the Asura king, believed that if he prayed to the Trinity for nectar of immortality, they would certainly try to trick him in order to not reveal their secret to him. So he decided to pray the goddess Shakti. For many years, Hayagriva worshipped her with absolute love, focus, and devotion. When she finally appeared before the devotee, Shakti refused him the nectar, denying his request for immortality. Angered by this, Hayagriva thought, if I have to die, I must make it very complicated and almost impossible. He wanted to outsmart the goddess. So he said, Mother, if I must depart this world, only a person with the name as me and who possesses the body of the god and the head of a horse should be able to slay me. Shakti smiled and nodded. Now Hayagriva was convinced that this was as good as being immortal, for he did not think that a creature such as he described existed. Believing he would never die, the clever Asura continued his evil ways, inflicting cruelties on others with force and vigor. The brutal king's subjects suffered and spoke to each other in worried whispers. How can there be a being with the name same, a god's body and a horse's head? Hayagriva will never die. Finally, they went to Brahma for help. Brahma, however, had no solution, so he approached Shiva, who suggested that they go to Vaikuntha to meet Vishnu. When they reached the Lord's abode, they found a standing Vishnu fast asleep. He was so tired after a particularly fierce battle with the Asuras that he had fallen asleep, standing and still holding his bow Sharanga in his right hand. Brahma was reluctant to wake Vishnu, but knew that he had no choice. So he created a colony of white ants and positioned them on the saranga. He thought the ants would eat the thread of the bow, causing a loud sound as the thread snapped and the bow opened. But it was a terrible mistake. The ants ate the thread in the blink of an eye, and the bow opened up with so much force that it beheaded Vishnu. His head flew up in the sky and fell with a splash in the middle of the sea. Brahma and Shiva were not prepared for this. Alarmed, they woke in shock at each other and wondered what to do. Unable to find a way out of the situation, they prayed to Shakti. Soon she appeared and said, Don't worry, Vishnu will be fine. The two lords looked incredulous. With a smile, Shakti disclosed the reason. One day, Vishnu and Lakshmi were speaking to each other, and Vishnu had taunted her. Oh Lakshmi, just look at your relatives. Your father is in the ocean himself, and yet nobody can drink a sip of his salty water. What a waste! And what to do? I even say about your brothers who emerge with you in the churning of ocean. Chandra, the moon god, is healthy for 2 weeks and then sick for the fourth night. Hala Hala turned out to be the poison that turned the great Shiva into Nilkant, the one of the blue throat. Amrit, the nectar of immortality, caused a great war, and your other brother, the seven-headed horse Uchchaivas, is constantly galloping around. Lakshmi was deeply offended. "It is easy to talk ill of people," she said to her husband. "The world survives today because of my father. Chandra gives his life to the earth at night, and Shiva was able to save the world thanks to his blue throat. Amrit is the reason why the gods' eternal existence, and everyone desires a horse because of the Utshaivas. Maybe in the time you will understand what it means to be a horse." So you see, Shakti concluded, Vishnu was predestined for a moment like this. This has all been designed to initiate the destruction of Hayagriva. Shakti grabbed a sword and beheaded the horse grazing nearby. She took his head and put it on Vishnu's body, which came back to life. The Lord's body with the horse's head will be known as Hayagriva. Haya itself means horse, and now it is time for him to fight the Asura. Vishnu, now in his form of Lord Hayagriva, followed Shakti's instructions and killed the namesake Asura. When he came back victorious after the battle, the horse's head was replaced with his original one. If you like this story, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until then, see you in the next video.